Stop lying to yourself. You aren't burnt out, you aren't unlucky, and you certainly aren't waiting for the right moment. You are simply operating on a broken script. Look at your life right now. Are you the architect, or are you just a tenant in a space someone else designed? Most of you wake up and immediately surrender your most valuable asset, your attention. Before you've even cleared the sleep from your eyes, you've handed your brain over to a 5-inch screen filled with strangers, outrage, and cheap entertainment. You've been conditioned to seek comfort, to avoid tension, and to pray for an easy path. But comfort is a slow death. It's the rust that eats the iron. If you want to be unbreakable, you have to be willing to enter the fire. You have to be willing to be forged. This isn't about feeling motivated. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. This is discipline. This is biology. This is the blueprint for a mind that the world cannot break. This is the forged script.
Let's talk about the chemical war happening inside your head. Every time you reach for your phone the second you wake up, you are committing a crime against your own potential. Your brain is designed to seek rewards. In the natural world, those rewards were earned through effort, hunting, building, surviving. Today, you get those rewards in exchange for a thumb swipe. You're flooding your system with cheap dopamine. When you spike your dopamine levels first thing in the morning with social media or news, you set a baseline that the real world can never match. By the time you sit down to do actual work, your brain is already bored. It's looking for the next hit. You've drained your focus battery before the day has even begun. This is why you feel tired even after 8 hours of sleep. It's not physical fatigue, it's a dopamine hangover. You've traded your long-term success for a 15-second distraction. The first rule of the Forge is simple. The first hour of the day is sacred. No screens, no notifications, no noise. If you cannot control the first 60 minutes of your life, you have no right to complain about the next 23 hours. You win the morning or you lose the day. There is no middle ground. Discipline isn't just a mental state, it's a physical requirement. If you ignore your biology, your mind will never follow your commands. You cannot build a high-performance life on a low-performance body. To activate your system, you need 3 things: light, movement, and temperature. First, you need light. Not the artificial glow of an LED bulb, but actual sunlight. When photons hit your eyes in the morning, they trigger a massive release of cortisol. This isn't the stress cortisol you hear about. This is the wake-up signal. It resets your internal clock. It tells your nervous system that the hunt is on. If you stay in a dark room, your brain stays in a fog. Second, you need movement. You don't need a 2-hour gym session at 5 a.m., but you do need to tell your heart that it's time to work. 5 minutes of intensity. Push-ups, a sprint, a heavy lift. Movement creates emotion. If you sit still, your thoughts will stagnate. If you move, your clarity returns. Third, you need temperature. Cold is the ultimate truth teller. A cold shower or ice-cold water on your face triggers the release of norepinephrine. It's an immediate shock to the system that demands focus. It teaches you to stay calm in the middle of a storm. These aren't lifestyle tips. These are the biological keys to the engine. Use them or stay stuck in the garage. Inside every man, there is a negotiator. He's the voice that tells you just 5 more minutes. He's the one who says, you worked hard yesterday, you can take it easy today. The negotiator is your greatest enemy because he speaks in your own voice. He makes excuses sound like logic. He makes laziness sound like self-care. The difference between the man you are and the man you want to be is how you handle that negotiator. Average people listen to him, they argue with him, they try to find a compromise. Elite performers don't negotiate, they execute. When the alarm goes off, you don't think. Thinking is where the negotiator lives. You move. When the work gets hard and your brain starts looking for an exit, you don't listen, you keep hammering. Discipline is the act of doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. In fact, the days you don't feel like it are the most important days of your life. Those are the days where the forge is the hottest. Those are the days where you aren't just doing work, you are building character. You don't get strong by lifting things that are light. You get strong by lifting the weight that almost breaks you. We live in an age of multitasking, which is really just a polite way of saying being mediocre at everything. Your brain isn't a browser with 50 tabs open, it's a laser, and a laser is only powerful when it is focused on a single point.
Every time you switch tasks, every time you check an email while trying to write or answer a text while trying to think, you pay a switching tax. It takes your brain nearly 20 minutes to reach deep focus again after a single distraction. Think about that. If you check your phone 3 times an hour, you are never actually focused. You are living in a state of mental gray noise. The Forge requires intensity. Pick the hardest, most vital ask on your list, the one you've been avoiding, the one that actually moves the needle, and you attack it with everything you have. No music, no background noise, no quick checks, just you and the work. Willpower is a finite resource. It's a battery that drains with every decision you make. Don't waste it on small things. Spend your best energy on your biggest problems. Success isn't about doing 1,000 things. It's about doing the right thing with a level of intensity that other people are too soft to maintain. Everyone wants the results. Everyone wants the status, the money, the physique, and the respect. But nobody wants the forge. They want the gold, but they're afraid of the fire. They call the successful man lucky. They didn't see him when the world was asleep and he was still working. They didn't see the thousands of times he had to beat his own weaknesses into submission. They didn't see the sweat, the isolation, and the relentless repetition. Luck is a lie. Discipline is the only reality. Pressure isn't something to be avoided, it's something to be sought out. Pressure is what turns coal into diamonds. Pressure is what makes you sharp. If your life feels hard right now, good. That means you're in the forge. That means you're being tested. The question isn't whether it will be hard, the question is whether you will be the one who breaks or the one who is shaped by the struggle. Stop looking for the easy way out. There is no easy way. There is only the way through the fire. The truth is simple. You are the author of your own script, but most of you have been letting the world hold the pen for far too long. You've been playing a character that is small, distracted, and weak. It's time to tear up that script. It's time to enter the forge. It starts tomorrow morning. No phone, no excuses, just the work. If you are ready to stop talking about who you're going to be and start being that man today, comment "Forged" below. Let the world know that you are no longer a spectator. I want to see who's actually here to build something. I'm the lead engineer, and this is the Forge script. Subscribe if you're ready to build a mind that is unbreakable. Now, get to work.